Yes, people, and welcome back to the press conference. Oh my word, what an episode we have for you today. Just when you think, all the big teams got a decent result, no one really had any outstanding losses, Chelsea just come through with a mad thing. Let's just get it started. I was like, what the hell just happened there? After that Rudiger rocket, you lot just capitulated, fam.
Yeah, it was Rudiger's celebration. I think that done it. It's that stupid celebration.
Is that a B sign? What did that mean? I was going to ask you that when I come here today.
I don't know, but the game wasn't televised, so no one saw it. So yeah, let's move on. Yeah.
You know, I didn't even know that it wasn't televised.
Good try, bro. We ain't moving on.
No, seriously, it's got me scared for Real Madrid, like fully scared, because I just feel like if Benzema, will he be back fitness wise? Benzema. He will.
Yeah, 100% he will. He will be.
So he's just gonna destroy us. Especially, I don't know why we're trying the back four. Alonso is done. He's old. Azpilicueta and Alonso at fullback. Come on, that's poor.
Kerr, what are you saying? Is that the limit of Chelsea? Like, I don't want to be a bit, because they played 4-3-3 and Liverpool and Man City played 4-3-3. That's ultimately why they got slapped up by 4 goals. But does it show that when they try to, do what the best teams do, ultimately playing that formation that's made Man City and Liverpool so successful over the last few years, does that show their limitations, or you think that's a bit of a harsh assessment?
I think it is showing their limitations to a certain degree, because I feel like when Tuchel come in, he found a system that worked for the players that he had at his disposal, and I feel like he's just maintained that. And I feel like whenever he has tried to
a little bit further away from
like a bit of a variation in the formation, I feel like he doesn't necessarily get the reaction or the performance out of the players that he's looking for, and ends up reverting back to type almost. I feel like he does eventually want to transition into a back four, but I just feel like the process has been a little bit slower than he would have liked, because, as I say, every time they've tried to do it, it hasn't quite worked out for them. Because I feel like they want to get another midfielder in the team, and a little bit maybe even closer to the forwards, just to give them a little bit more of a goal for it, rather than their goal for it coming from their defenders.
Let me ask you both. Do you think, obviously speaking of that other midfielder, Ruben Loftus-Cheek started that game? I remember for so many years, Chelsea fans have always said to everyone, just give Ruben Loftus-Cheek a run of games. If he's not injured for one season, if he's that, Ruben Loftus-Cheek could be this. Is it time for us to say that he's not the guy that we all thought he was going to be, or even he was like? Was he ever that good as we all thought he was, or?
No, he's not it. He's not it at all. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I see glimpses where he does look cold. Like his close dribbling is good, but I don't know. He's just not it. He just isn't. Do you know what I mean? He's one of those guys where he capitalised on, with Chelsea losing Tammy Abraham, Tomori, and then Callum Hudson-Odoi maybe as well. Like, I think he was like, oh wow, like. So he's seen that Chelsea have panicking because all of our youngsters are leaving, like Gallagher obviously on loan. So he's like, "Rah, so this is my chance to tell the club, listen, I'm gonna stay." So out of all of those, we got him, and I'd love Tomori or Tammy Abraham to stay. But I think that's what he used to his advantage. But I don't think he's up to scratch, to be honest, at all.
He reminds me of Chamberlain. Like, when they do get on the ball, they show glimpses, but then throughout the whole time when they don't have the ball, they're missing. And whether your team's got the ball, you don't really see them making many runs or doing any off the ball. And when your team doesn't have the ball, you don't really see them putting in a shift. And it's like, you always wonder with English midfielders, man, when they get to that certain age when they're meant to be cold, they never really fill out their potential. Yeah. Do you have that worry with like the likes of Emil Smith Rowe, Kerr, or?
Do you know what?
Because they all start off good when they're younger English midfielders. Obviously, you got Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes, but in terms of this generation, we don't really have a standout English midfielder that's in their prime of their career right now.
Yeah, you're right.
It's mad, isn't it? Like Henderson's
Henderson,
and then you've got obviously the more up and coming players or whatever as well. But like you say, like your Rices and people like that, but not your, like you said, established
Midfielders for England.
No, like not when you think of, like you said, the list that you could reel from over previous years. You know,
I think that's world football as well with the 8, because I feel like now there's not too many. See, when it's like 4-4-2, that's where Bred, Lampard, and Scholes, these like 8s, or Gerrard, like these proper good 8s. But I feel like now it's more like it's more of a 6 or a 10 type of thing. So I think I agree with what you're saying. There is less, but for the England squad, Henderson's are only 8, really, or maybe Bellingham, and that's
no,
best.
but I don't. Like, what do you think? Mount's
that's
a
the
10?
next generation.
Because I think Mount's more of an 8 than a 10. Because for Chelsea, I've seen him play not a lot of times, but like
Who's
2
that?
or 3 times. Mason Mount.
Okay, yeah.
What do you think? He's more, because for me, when I look at him, do you know what it is?
It's a bit
he's
of a debate,
10,
isn't it?
But he does the best of both so equally well that he can easily be an 8. If you know what I mean.
Because he's got the industry to
To
be
do
an
both.
8,
Yeah.
hasn't he? But then just in terms of as an out and out number 10, I like Mount, but does he have, you know, like at that top level, does he have, you know, like that little bit
Pizzazz, that spark.
You know what I mean? Like in the number 10, just in that final.
I don't
know he
think
can
any
give a
of our
good
number 10s
pass
do
and
right now.
you know, he can score and things like that and give assists, but I don't even mean it like that. But you know what I mean? Like in terms of just that little bit of extra guile and whatnot in his game. I don't know if he's got it to be Chelsea's number.
I don't think that any of our English midfielders have that right now to be England's number 10. Like they're all good, but I don't think any of them have that.
I think Foden could potentially.
No, because then I feel like
I think he's the closest that we've got.
Even him, I'd rather see him in the number 8 just because if you no, but listen to me.
Not for me, yeah.
No, but if you put Foden in the number 8, do you know what that gives you, which England never have? Control in the midfield. And that's when he plays for City at number 8. You see how much touches he gets on the ball. We need to stop looking at it as from a defensive point of view how we're going to get the ball back. How about other teams don't get the ball off us?
Yeah, England play Rice in the CDM more out of because we have to. Yeah, but if you see Rice going forward, like Rice has he's got good dribbling. Like he's underrated.
I've seen him.
Yeah, like for England, people just think that Rice is he's not like a single 6. Like he's got range. Rice is he's a proper baller. Like with the ball at his feet. So, but obviously Rice is forced to play number 6 because Henderson's single 6 is. I think Rice is the best single 6 we got, but we are lacking.
Oh, I disagree with that. I think in the pivot, I think in the pivot, he's probably the best. Singly, I would probably say Henderson because I think Henderson's best season for Liverpool was when he played the pivot, when he played number 6 by himself. But that could be my biased opinion.
It would be.
Yeah, no, because I do think
It would be
because when I've seen Henderson in the 2, he's not dead, but he's dead, man. He's dead, but. When he's got 2 people that are gonna run beyond him, and he's just tasked of just like shielding that back line, I do think he's alright. Whereas Rice and Souček, bro, that's one of the best 2 number 6 partnerships in the Premier League, in my opinion.
Yeah, but if Mount's gonna play in that front 3 for Chelsea and every top 4 side, he has to contribute. He has got an eye for a goal, but I'm saying in the front 3, like. Especially with Chelsea, we need someone who whacks in goals for fun.
You need someone with pace.
Yeah, because I see Ziyech trying to get in there, but Ziyech shot. You see, like it's Brentford. He made it really good save the keeper, but Ziyech's trying, but no one's kicking on in our front 3. It's all like because with our 5-back system, it's like what Tuchel when Tuchel tries to change it, like what you said, Kurt, it falls apart. But the system that he built that won us Champions League, it made the consistent 6s, but because we were so consistent as a team, that's what really pushed us on. Because Alonso, all you got to do is walk up the pitch. Don't worry, like Rudiger's got legs, he'll cover you. Just stand on the final third of the pitch and just whip balls in and just stand there. Like I remember seeing Alonso, all he would do was play that ball in behind for the runners and all this sort of type of thing. But yeah.
No, I'm with you still. I just think personally, if you guys can get a winger or 2 with pace and someone that scores goals, the next season could be interesting. It also depends on what kind of owners you get. And before you move on to the next team, what's your thoughts on the whole protest outside the ground before kickoff? Obviously, saying no to the rickets. There was like 100 people.
What was that protest?
But you know what though? Yeah, I was gonna say that. The Chelsea pages that I do follow, they were moving kind of brazy, like, yo, no, but yeah, what's your thoughts on it, Isaac?
I mean, the only talking about is because obviously it's the owners, the American owners, who the club don't want, because there's something mad about the people who own the Dodgers, some American team, about the guy who owns it sent some brazy emails that went out, so that's a bit mad. But there are a couple. I think there are 4 bids altogether, and it's all. I presume it's in the hands of the government. But I think Abramovich and all these other people, they're trying to have a say in it. But I think the government have got the final say. But I don't know if the government are speaking to the club and saying, like, do you want to, how much they're going to give a club a choice in who they sell to? Because I think the government know it's not good to just sell to the highest bidder in terms of the Chelsea fans. Like, the government want to please the fans in a sense, because it's not their fault. It's not our fault, but. I don't know, the whole sale things have been a bit mad. It's obviously there's so much information coming out every day. I saw that Abramovich got poisoned. Do you man see that?
Bro, that is brazy.
He's involved.
The way that, bro, he's so involved. Obviously, we don't want to get into politics and that, but quickly, bro, the way that was blown over in the media. One minute he's poisoned, next day he's fine. Bro, that is mental. No one should go for peace talks or whatever they're doing, innit? Let's just whatever they're doing. No one should go for whatever they're doing and get poisoned. But that's just mad.
Yeah, I think that let the fans know that. See, now he's not involved in football. It's just political Roman. Like how much he's involved and how many real ops people actually they're properly after him.
It's mad still. When you say it like that, it is mad still.
His life's in danger.
After that result, can you not catch Chelsea? Does that fill you with any confidence? What is it? I think you're 5 points behind them.
We're 5 points behind them with a game in hand now. So if we beat Palace tonight, we go 2 points behind them.
Can you do it?
On the same games played. Hopefully, listen, Palace is not the game we can afford to drop points on, innit?
Tottenham on you.
We've got a few games coming up. It's still in our hands. Obviously, Tottenham have put the pressure on us a little bit by beating Newcastle on the weekend. If I'm being honest, that was completely expected.
I don't think so, man.
Not 5-1, but I expected them to beat Newcastle at home, if I'm being honest.
No, but they gave Chelsea a good game.
What they've got on the line. Yeah, I know what you mean, but nah, not for me. That personally, that's what I expected.
Fair enough.
I expected Spurs to win. Not necessarily that convincing in terms of the manner, but I expected them to get the 3 points at the end of it. That wasn't when I was looking at their fixtures and I'm looking at our fixtures.
That's not
and I'm doing the math
points.
in. That's not where I was like. That's where they're dropping points. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, it's not too much of a thing. But in the general thing for the table and for the Arsenal players right now, mentally this can be a big point in the season because we're in the final stretch. Tottenham have just put themselves in a position where they're in fourth spot. Yes, we've got the games in hand, but now we need to go and capitalise on those. And then if we do that and go and beat Palace tonight, then again, we're passing the buck back to Tottenham and saying, okay, now you've got 8 games or whatever. It's 1 game less.
Who goes where? Did they come to you or do you go to them?
We go to Tottenham.
Oof. When is that? How many games away is that?
That's just been confirmed actually as May the 12th, I think I saw it.
And it's what fixtures is that in between? Because I remember them talking about this. It's between, was it Chelsea and someone else? You lot are playing around the time?
Yeah, they've dropped it in. I think they've dropped it in after Tottenham play you, and I'm not sure who we play that weekend. But yeah, in between some pretty big games. But that game in itself anyway is going to be massive.
So if you don't drop points tonight, and let's say you lose tonight, do you think top 4's done? Not done, but are you fucked basically? If Crystal Palace beat you tonight,
but
you still think you got it.
I think it's more of a look. If we drop points tonight, it's still in our hands.
But the pressure
then ramps up a little bit more. It then puts that more pressure on the Tottenham game. It then puts that little bit more pressure on the Chelsea game. Because, like I say, if we can go and beat Palace tonight, all of a sudden Tottenham have to think, okay, they've gone and done their job again. Because then it's like back to them. And then again, the same with Chelsea. Because then Chelsea now then have to think, we can't afford to drop points. And they're in a big period as well in terms of they got either side of both Madrid games. They got Southampton and Crystal Palace in the semi-final of the FA Cup. So they've got some big games coming up as well. Do you know what I mean?
So Southampton and Crystal Palace, they're 2 teams.
And if we're 2 points behind them, Do you know what I mean?
Nah,
and then
but
we've
Palace
still
gave
got to
us-
come to the bridge in a couple of weeks as well, where, not being funny, not that I'm expecting a win, but we got a result at the bridge last season. If we can get a result,
Don't look at me like that.
all of a sudden,
I was waiting for you to
do you know
say
what I
this
mean?
is
Like,
Arsenal.
we could,
You better manifest
we
in
could,
this.
no, but technically, yeah, because you've got the cup game and everything, and I think we play that weekend. If we beat Palace and we beat Brighton, just as an example, I'm not saying that it's definitely going to
Yeah,
happen
those are the
because
next
it's
two games,
football,
so fair
right?
enough.
But that's our next two games. And again, in theory, when we're looking at our fixtures, I'm looking at, we need 6 points out of Crystal Palace and Brighton, if I'm being honest, right? So now when I'm looking at them now, I'm saying, right, we take them 6 points, we then, before we play Chelsea, we can be in, we can go above them before we play you.
Mad.
Then all of a sudden, it becomes a big game. Do you know what I mean? Because then we're above you, and if we get any kind of result then, when we play you at the bridge, then all of a sudden Chelsea are in it.
It's mad.
And we've had
still.
Tottenham are playing at the minute.
It's mad.
It can go either
today,
way.
today, if you don't get 3 points today, for me personally, top four's done. Obviously, I know it's like
we
I was.
what?
If you don't beat Crystal Palace today, top four's done. In my opinion.
Mate, we still got to go with Chelsea. We've still got to play West Ham. We've still got to play Man United.
Yeah, but you need to
We've still
lose.
got to play Tottenham.
No, but you know what it is.
Yeah, but we've still got to play these
Yeah,
teams.
but then
And just
also you
because of
need
the
Tottenham
history
to win
anyway,
every game, bro.
United ain't going to want to do us no favours anyway, regardless. They're not going to roll over for us.
But Tottenham won't win every game. That's why if you not win today, it's imperative that you not win today. Anything other than a win is too much pressure going into the last 8 games of the season for my liking personally. But like I said, if you get the 3 points today, you lot are done. Let's go on to
I don't know.
Go on.
We've still got big games though. To say done,
Bro,
I can't let that run.
What's that? 8 games left. How many games we play in the Premier League? Is it 30 or 31? I think it's 30. We played 30 games, yeah. So we got 8 games left in the Premier League. If you lot win today, yeah, that's 7. No, you lot haven't played yet.
I think we've played 28.
Yeah. 28 or 29?
We've played
If
28.
Arsenal get top 4, that is Arteta. I mean, he needs a statue. If you're top 4, like, come on, the start of the season.
I don't know about that, but
No, I can't. I agree with Isaac. We build a structure.
I agree
No,
with
I
Isaac.
do. I do.
Last season.
we finished 8th. Yeah,
Last 2 years in a row, bro.
8th to 4th, yeah, in one season, and obviously he spent money, yeah, but like he did spend like absolutely crazy money. Like I think what he's done is like the manager of the season. If
Klopp don't win the league, he's manager of the season.
Listen, you can still win the quad. City can still win the treble.
It's
Like,
all right- it's
there's
all
big
up there
things
still.
that could still
Yeah, it's
happen
all
out
right
there,
there
innit?
still.
Yeah.
Bro, no, Aubameyang, Kerr, you forget this.
No, but listen, don't. As an Arsenal fan, if we finish in the top 4, he's done a fantastic job.
No, I don't
this
think
season.
fantastic is the right word. I think
He's done a
tremendous, unbelievable, unprecedented.
I don't know.
I think
I don't know.
supercalifragilistic, bro.
I don't know.
If there's no way after the first 3 games you lot was getting top 4, bro. Come on, man.
I don't know. Like
You didn't score a goal, bro.
if we just scrape 4th and whatever, then do you know what I mean? I don't know. If we, but even then, like even if we manage to say, I don't know, beat Chelsea to 3rd now, it's still going to be mired by. It's not going to be put down to Arsenal's brilliance. Why?
Oh,
we
yeah,
got
it
3rd.
is. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
like,
well, it has to be.
To an extent.
To an extent, it should be. Yeah, like, and it should be on merit or whatever, right? Because they say the season don't lie or whatever over 38 games. But at the same time, yeah, when you look at it of how the season's panned out or whatever, I don't necessarily think you can say that it's.
Yeah, but getting to top 4 is one thing, yeah, but how he got rid of your top boys like Ozil.
Yeah, but they're gonna say
Aubameyang.
that Chelsea flopped because of obviously the issues you've had with
Yeah, but that's
Roman,
not
this,
true,
that, and the other.
though.
They're gonna say Man United flopped with all the
Oli,
trouble
Ranieri.
that's
Yeah, but we're
gone
not
on.
having that,
They're gonna
though.
say
We
this is
can't have
Tottenham's
that.
worst season. They've had how many managerial
not
changes?
having that.
Like I'm telling you, this is all of the things.
But would you
that
have
are gonna
that
be
though?
hearing?
You got the
Arsenal make this
youngest. You
top
got one of the
4.
youngest
100%.
squads in the Premier League.
Look, I'm happy with what we're doing. I'm happy with what I'm seeing.
But that's what I'm saying. If he was to finish 4th or 3rd, are you having this? If the media do say that, are you having that? Because I'm not having that.
I'm happy for them to spin things like that for us and keep us as like more like underdogs and whatever. I don't really mind like that.
I
And
think-
let us, because at the moment I can see something going on with us at the minute with our team, and if we continue to keep playing the way we're playing and whatnot, and we go on to clinch the 4th position in the league, or even 3rd, I would be ecstatic.
Do you know what it is? I bet you know me, cause I've been so critical of Arsenal. Like, you've had to tell me on pods, bro, it's not that bad. Like, I know Arsenal are shit, but it's not that bad.
Trust
so many
me,
times.
you give me a lot of shit, bro.
I'm giving you some
over
shit.
the season, bro.
That's why I'm trying to emphasize now, bro. If you don't, I'm so with Isaac, bro. Top 4, Arteta, one hand up, build that statue, bro. I swear.
Do you think Chelsea are in it then, or what? Are they being dragged into it now, or do you think they're still?
They're not being dragged in it at all. But if you do beat them, then it's techie. But I don't think they'll fall out of it. I just think you lot can be above them. I think the points gap between Tottenham and Chelsea's weight is what is it, 8? Is it 8 points? Yeah, Chelsea have to lose 3 games. Yeah. No way.
Between Tottenham, yeah?
Tottenham and Chelsea, it's like 8 points. But that's because Tottenham are like 2 points behind you, innit? So it's like you lot are
Tottenham are on the same points as us right now.
Okay, with a game in hand, you lot are what? 3 points.
We've got 2 games in hand over them and 1 over Chelsea.
Oh wait! It's loading up now. Just go to the right a little. Sorry, zoom in a tiny bit. I can't see from.
Liverpool win the league, bro.
Oh, thank you so much. Go on, quickly caveat us on that as that was reloaded. Why do you want Liverpool to win the league?
Man City. I just don't like Man City really. I feel like Liverpool. This
is a Chelsea fan, by the way. I'm gonna click this bit and put it on page.
I want Man City to win the league.
Really?
Why? We're here now. I don't like caveat on Liverpool. Let you lot do it. So go on. Why not? Why City?
Just because
that's 4 and 5 years, by the way. If they do,
I know, and I know it's a bit thingy. Look, in the grand scheme of things or whatever, making it competitive or whatever, I suppose it would be good if Liverpool won it, just to mix it up a little bit, and it doesn't look like such a monopoly domestically by Man City over their last however many years. However, I do think that we've done enough. Oh, is that they've got it up now? Yeah?
Oh, it's 5 points in hand. 5 points. They're 5 points behind, but if Chelsea win their next game, because they got a game in hand, it's 8 points. Okay. Can't remember what you're saying though.
Yeah, so
the Man City, why you want them to win the league?
Yeah. So with Man City, they're like new money, innit? So like they've just come around there, they've won some league titles and this, that, and the other. But still, like on the grand scheme of things, they're not like as annoying. But they've won more Premier Leagues than you, bro. How do you not find that annoying? What not? That annoys me, and we've only won Premier League titles. Yeah, I mean they've won more Premier League titles than you as well. Exactly. That's why it's like, why do you want them to get another one? Because look how long it's going to be to catch them, whether it's Liverpool or Arsenal, or even Chelsea. But in terms of but as we both know, there was history in football before the Premier League, innit? So if we're talking, that's why Liverpool is still seen as the global institution that they are. But in another 20, 30 years, it might not be that, bro. I mean, you never know, innit? What for who? For Liverpool and Arsenal, if City keep winning at this rate, in another 20, 30 years, people obviously will still be relevant, massive clubs, but it might not be that same. Yeah, but I still am an Arsenal fan who grew up knowing the history of these teams, innit? Like, and reveling in that history, innit? Like all the nostalgia of it, like the Liverpool rivalries, like between the Arsenal and Liverpool's in them times there, like late 80s, early 90s. Then obviously the Arsenal and Man United rivalries and whatever. So I've seen. So for me, I can't sit there like, bro. Yeah, but that's still just like how I can enjoy the demise of Man United right now, bro. They ain't won shit and they ain't been the top of the league for the last 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. I'm still joyous in the fact, just like they are with us, when we don't win shit. Yeah, but this is my point though. For the last 10 years, all Man United has been is banter, bro. Like, there comes a certain point where when you stop winning trophies, you don't have, so have we. But it was okay for Arsenal to be banter because of the way Arsenal fan TV kind of was. It was okay because people was more banter in the whole Arsenal fans, and the Arsenal fans had this narrative that everyone was like AFTV. Whereas United, when people banter United, they're bantering Maguire, they're bantering the Glazers, they're bantering the whole kind of club. Like there comes a certain time where that history kind of wears off. And if Man City keep winning Premier Leagues, bro, it's gonna happen to all the other teams that ain't just winning. Of course it will. But football has its cycles, innit? Not when there's that much oily money involved, man. Them man, bruv, I looked at their squad the other day, but they got 3 left backs, bro. There's always been money involved in football, though. No, but not to their level, bro. Not to even Roman at his prime weren't spending what. No, but there's always been like more money than others in football. Some teams have always had more money than others in football. But like there's never been a level playing field with every team in football. I've just never seen a squad like City's, bro. Like when you actually deep it, we don't talk about it enough because they ain't got a fan base. But bro, I don't think your squad's not far off of it. No, but not to win trebles like the way they have. They win trebles and we don't speak about it, bro. Your squad's not that far off it now.
Nah, we don't have 3 left backs.
To be
Shevchenko, who they got? Shevchenko,
Yeah, obviously they've
Cancelo.
got. Yeah, but that's because they're different, innit? They got a different model, as we both know, innit?
No, but this is my point,
They've
though.
got a
We need to.
different
If their model
But
doesn't work,
yeah, but what I'm saying is not. But it's not just City that can do that, innit?
but it's only City that do it. That's my problem.
No, it ain't. Chelsea have been doing it for the last how many
Chelsea
years?
trying it, we're trying
Man
it,
United
yeah,
have been
yeah.
doing
Have
it
Chelsea ever
from
had
the
3
big-
left backs
since I've been watching
like
football.
7 right
No, but
backs
Chelsea
Who?
trying it in
and
the
like
same
10
way.
number 10s?
Who?
Chelsea.
Yeah,
that-
they got bare man.
No, but their squad's not as thick as City's with that quality. With that
Mate,
quality.
No,
Bro,
yeah,
how
right.
many man they got on loan? How many man they got?
Yeah, but
bro,
let's talk
listen.
about, like, first teamers
Chelsea
that City
Chelsea
can
been doing
rotate.
that and for years too, bro.
No, but first teamers that City can rotate right now. City's bench and squad right, bro. I think Mahrez hasn't started the last 3 games, bro. This is Riyad Mahrez that was Premier League Player of the Year with Leicester City, bro. Like,
Yeah, they've got, bro. Listen,
no one like you
City
name me
have
another
got a
Premier
mad
League squad in the
squad.
past
They've got a
that
squad.
had like 10 out of 10 players on the bench regularly sitting. That's not fair, bro.
they've got mad players, bro. It's true. But we've known this. This has been the case
but
for
you
years
still
now.
want them to win the league.
This
For
has
what
been
reason?
This has been the case for years now. Because if they win it, it's like, bro, like what you just said there. They've thrown more money at it and more thingy than anyone.
And then someone
They've got
else
the
is gonna
better
come and
squad.
do the same
They've
thing.
got the
That's
best manager in the
dead.
world. I'm like, you know what? It's cool, innit?
Mate, they ain't got the
Have
best
your
manager in the
moment,
world.
innit?
I'm not letting that
But
one
you,
slide.
man, I don't like you, man. And plus, I don't know no Man City fans, bro. I don't know no Man City fans. Like, I don't know how many people.
I know one.
I'm not the first YouTuber to say it. There's plenty more before me that have said it. I don't know
No, I don't.
Man City
I don't.
fans.
Like,
my
I
bro.
said it that week, bro.
I know you. That's one more than I know them already.
true,
and you're
true.
Liverpool, you get
It's
me?
true, it's
And
true.
I don't want to have to listen to you in my
We'll
ear.
take-
fam.
we'll take- I talk a lot,
And
so
you're
we'll
just
take
one
the
Liverpool
adversary.
fan that I know, and I don't want to hear it, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So Liverpool, nah. Man United, nah. Chelsea, nah. I don't want none of these teams to be winning nothing, bro. But City, bro, for me, that's the most palatable one for me. I'm like, you know what?
No, fair enough.
Oh, that. Know what I mean? They got a history of raiding our players and that as well, so I don't really know why I like them. But
Do you want to talk on Man United's new gaffer? Yeah, are you saying Poch or
No,
Ten Hag?
before we do that, can we quickly go on to Everton?
Okay,
Because
yeah,
I just
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like,
Ooh.
bro, I got to apologize to both of you, man. Like, I still rate him as a manager, but I can't excuse bad results after bad
bro, I
results.
told you about Frank
I
Lampard.
was.
You were
So I have to
fraud,
apologize. I
fam.
still no, he's not fraud.
He's a
I'll stand by
fraud.
my points, but
He's a fraud.
what I will quickly say is that if I'm an Everton
Fraud.
fan, I'm worried, bro. I'm worried. I don't think that will go down just because Roy Hodgson's not a shit manager, innit?
Jesus Christ! Look at that record. Lost. Fuck.
Bro, that's what I'm like, bro, they're done out here. But like, I could have told you that before he took the job, innit?
But West Ham ain't
like, I
shit,
knew he
though.
weren't gonna do that. He weren't gonna do nothing for them, bro. They would have been better off taking Roy Hodgson.
yeah.
No, they
Or Sam Allardyce.
That's who they.
Sam.
Or
do you know- do you
them
know-
man there.
do you know what
That's
they
who
should
they
have done?
needed.
And I'm
at
surprised
that moment.
no Everton fan said it, yeah, and you don't have too
Hang on,
much
didn't he
pride.
go there a little while back?
Bro, this
Couple
is
years
what
ago.
hold on. This is what I'm trying to say.
He did, innit?
What did West Ham do with David Moyes? They hired
on.
David Moyes, yeah. They sacked David Moyes because he didn't play attractive style of football, and then they brought back David Moyes, and now look at them, bruv. They're the first English team to ever beat Sevilla in the Europa League over 2 legs. Sevilla beating United, Leicester, Liverpool. Like, they've knocked out some bad boys, bro. Everton should do exactly the same thing. Go back and get Sam Allardyce and say, listen, we thought we was too bougie for you. We're not. Like, we're not too. It's that real though.
It's too late now, though.
It's not.
Yeah.
We thought
When
it was
they
too
got
late with West Ham and David
Lampard,
Moyes.
when they
It's not
got
too late.
Lampard,
Remember West Ham
that's
were-
when they should have.
No.
When they made that original chop and got Lampard, that's when they should have got the experienced man to come in and step in.
But
to
they were
save
fighting
them.
relegation West Ham
From
when Moyes came back, bro. Everton are in the same predicament.
Nah, but
This is
not
the
with
exact
8
same
games to go.
story. So this guy's a relegation specialist, bro.
Nah, cuz sorry.
He's a he's the one
Nah,
manager that's
it's not
never went
happening,
down in the
bro.
Premier League, innit?
I
Like,
think
out of-
didn't that happen though? Didn't that break when didn't he go down with? Did he go down with West Brom or someone? You go down with someone?
I don't know because I remember he kept.
I'm sure he did. I'm
Sunderland up.
sure he took a job. I'm sure he's one of his last jobs he took.
Nah, I
and
have a
I'm-
feeling
I'm
that you're
he
right
killed
still.
that
I have a feeling
record.
you're right
But
still.
before that, you was right. 100%.
He was
I'm sure he
impeccable.
might have done it once. But
What are you saying, Isaac? You thinking Sam Allardyce goes there? He could do the David Moyes thing? Because I think he could do the David Moyes. But
I think it's
honestly,
too late. It's too late anyway. Lampard,
oh, you lot are harsh.
bro, it's done out here, man.
he's properly fucked. But at the same
Done.
time, I don't like Cotton. I don't blame Lampard too much. I think a lot of people could see like Everton if they get relegated like at the start of the season. People be shocked. But it's like it could happen. Like these people, they're like Man United on the shit scale where they're all getting paid like too much money for their quality.
85k a week is the average spend on their wages. Yeah,
that's mad. Everton are spending at Man United, where Man United are all their players are on like the most wages in the Premier League. They're all on at least 100 bags a week, but their players they're gonna get fifth now. And Everton are like that, but obviously lower down the table is tighter. So it's either okay. Here's the big money now for all you mid-table players, but it's like if you drop a little bit, or if the gaffer's not just right, then it's your 50% wage gone. Champs, you're back in the Champs League.
If they go down, they're fucked, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching something on the Athletic. If they go down, they're fucked, bro.
I watched that as well.
Oh, you watch it, but the Athletic is hard.
Yeah, Athletic is
I'm not here to promote anything, but they're hard. They're hard. If you want to learn about football, they're hard still. But who should we get on to next? Was it Leicester? Bro, Leicester dominated Man United, you know. And I don't think we're surprised. One thing I will say about Brendan Rodgers, for anyone that criticizes him, he is consistent in terms of trying to get Leicester to play football. And I can't lie, sometimes against the bigger teams they do get absolutely walloped, but they're consistent in trying to play good football. But as for United, man, I said this all season, you know, it's that midfield, isn't it? Or is it deeper than that?
Bro, United are just done out here, innit?
But why? It's that midfield, isn't it? Can you not admit it now? Because I said it. I said it's that midfield.
It's the midfield, yeah, but it's beyond the midfield. Like they need
bro,
a new gaffer.
It's just
yeah,
all of it.
like, they need.
It's all of it.
Bro, it's all of it. Like you think of it, like what one of them?
Wait, hold on.
Which
You can't blame Thingy, man. That's two. Ragnick, you can't blame him, man.
No, but I can to a certain extent, though.
Nah, man. I would rather blame United fans, because United fans before you come in, he's Klopp's teacher, he's Pep's teacher, or whoever else. Yeah, that's it. And he's not that, but no, carry on, you man. I think it's that midfield, bro.
I think they need 8 new players.
Listen, everything.
8. Wow.
Everything is going on, man. Like at that club at the minute.
De Gea's okay.
Like
De Gea can
De Gea.
De Gea can stay.
He can stay, yeah, because he still saves their bacon. Because he's still a good shot stopper, isn't he? He's still one of the best shot stoppers in the league.
Alright, go on, Shaw.
Shaw can.
But
wait, are we saying Shaw or Tellez?
Shaw's better than Tellez, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I don't think so, you know. But
in my opinion,
recency bias, I think.
In my opinion,
what are we going, Tellez or Shaw?
Shaw. So
alright, cool. Shaw over Tellez. Alright, cool.
Maguire done, finished.
Yeah. In fact, I'm so happy that the football world knows that he's dead. Do you know what? Quickly on the England thing, I'm not surprised he got booed. He's not. People are always asking why is he being booed when he's like playing for England. He's played good for England. It's because we all know, no matter how shit he is for his club, Gareth Southgate is going to pick him. So that boo was like, bro, he shouldn't be here. But no, Maguire can go still. He's dead.
Varane was quite obvious, was staying. Wan-Bissaka, no.
Obviously, they need a new right back. Delo's not good enough as well.
All of the midfield besides Bruno gone, but they got Mata and Matic.
Yeah. Fred's been playing alright for them though.
4 goals and 4 assists in the Premier League is not bad, but Fred's just he's not good enough.
Like what Saul nigga is to us, where it's like,
you know what? Like he's a squad player, innit? He's one of them ones. Like would
you take him at Arsenal?
He's not what we need.
There you go.
He's not what we need.
There you go. And Man United are trying to be higher than your level, so he's ultimately not good enough. I'm sorry. I don't even think he's squad level, but I think he's so bad.
That's because we got enough squad players, though. That's why, bro. I don't need another player to come in my squad. We need Arsenal at the minute. We're at a point where we need starting quality.
Oof, bougie now. Sorry.
No, we do. That's what we need. We need to add the quality now.
A top player, young.
Yeah, like we need to add a top 8 and a top striker.
Yeah. That's what we need. If you can get a top class partner for Partey and someone that's going to bang in goals, you're a problem next season. Alright, who we got? So the whole midfield's changing. So we'll do a 4-3-3. The only midfield that stays is Bruno. Their front three players
they got for another season. Is he going to stay there if they don't get Champions League?
Yeah.
I think he will, man.
Ronaldo's
because where does he go? Like, unless he goes PSG and I see that Messi and Ronaldo link up, which I would love to see, but where does he go?
Yeah, that would just be a madness, isn't it, really?
But no, I think Ronaldo stays, and you play him if he stays. Sancho, is he a right winger or left? I think he's a right winger, innit?
Yeah,
he's playing all over the place.
I'll keep Sancho on the right wing. I think Rashford's got to go for the better of his career, man. I see him the other day, and he misplaced the pass.
See, I've always liked Rashford, man.
He should go to Arsenal. I see him linked with Arsenal. That's a great move for him. That's a great move for both teams. 70 million, do that.
How much?
I don't know how much, but I'm saying for 70 million. If I'm
How much?
7-0.
Yeah.
7-0.
How much do you think Rashford's worth?
Nah, man, I ain't
He's young.
paying 70 million for Rashford, bro.
So how much? Bro, he could easily go for 100, bro. He's English.
Nah, I'm
I
not
was about to
paying
call him
that.
white.
I'm not
but-
paying that, bro.
Don't, you know,
I'm not paying. Hang on, how long's he got in his contract? Like,
but 2 years, bro. Carl, you're telling me you wouldn't take Rashford 70 million for Arsenal?
I
You just
don't
told me you
personally-
liked him.
Yeah, I've always liked him.
So how much is he
But
worth then?
70 million
I
is
don't
mad.
necessarily want him
So
at
how much is
Arsenal.
Rashford worth? What the
I
hell?
don't necessarily want him at Arsenal, bro. I'll be real.
63 million. All right, cool. Transfer market saying 63. That is sturdy, bro. That is a sturdy guess by me.
What do you want him then?
No, for me.
Do you want him?
Do you know what the maddest thing is? Yeah, I always said Rashford should be a midfielder, bro. I look at his build. I look at his build, yeah.
Play where?
No.
To play where, bro?
No, play him in the number 8, bro. He's an upgrade.
Number 8? Oh,
No, listen. Look at his build, yeah.
Fam, I've heard it.
Rashford in the striker, bro. He's not a winger, man. Play this guy in midfield, bro. Who do they do that? Bro, look at Gareth Bale, bro. From left back to left winger, bro.
Bro.
Crazier things have happened in football, you know. Fabinho from right back to CDM, bro. Like, people forget these things happen. So I think Rashford, bro, stop the strike. Joe Linton, striker to CM this season.
Nah, man.
All right, then.
It's
I
about
rest my-
attributes, though, innit?
He's got the
Rashford ain't got the
attributes.
attributes to be playing number 8, bro.
Why not? He works hard. He'll run around for you. He's a good passer of the ball.
He's not. But come on, man.
He's
He's
a
not
good
that
part-
kind of player, man.
he
He's
is,
not that
man. He's a
kind of
good
player,
passer of the ball,
Like Joe
Rashford.
Linton puts himself about and that, innit? Yeah,
Rashford
I
would-
ain't seeing Rashford doing that.
He would.
bro.
Rashford's
If
On a
Rashford's in the middle of the
consistent basis, bro, like
I
that,
think
bro.
you lot are harsh.
Different players, man.
If you told me
Like, he's
Sancho,
not-
yeah, Sancho can't do that. I don't see Sancho running around
But
in the
Rashford
midfield.
is what he is, innit? He's a wide forward, bro.
I don't think so,
affects
man.
the games.
No,
he
is.
might be able to flutter in centrally at times or whatever, but
Rashford's also got that
his
shooting thing.
bro.
Like Rashford could slap a ball like Kane, but obviously not with the same accuracy. But
I know what you mean.
I remember seeing Rashford's free kicks and that. He's got that level of. I think when he first came into that United squad, when he done them yards up front, yeah, I think that gave him his finishing ability. But like if you take that away, he's just like he's a tricky winger, but he loses.
He
the
is
ball.
not. I'm sorry, Isaac. He's not a tricky winger. I got to stop you there.
Who?
Rashford's not a tricky winger.
It can be though on his day.
Rashford's
I mean,
cutting
he's
and
not. He's
shoot.
not all about. Obviously, he's not all about like.
What's his game? Let me ask you,
skills
what's-
on that.
what stands
I've
out in
seen
his
him
game?
dubs a man though. I've seen.
Yeah, of
I've
course,
seen.
of
I've seen
course.
Rashford.
I've seen him.
I've seen Rashford
No.
sit down a
Let me
couple
tell
man,
you.
bro.
Trent, and that's it.
No, Rashford's
Ben
game.
White. I've seen him do a couple man still.
Rashford's game is
I've seen him do it to a
Luke Shaw-
couple man, bro.
Luke Shaw go on the overlap.
I'm not saying he's the best in the
ignore
world
that.
at it, but he
ignores
can
the
do a
overlap,
thing.
cut in and shoot. That's it. And then Ronaldo's in the box screaming like, "Fucking get me the ball."
Yeah,
And
they don't feed
Luke Shaw
Ronaldo
overlaps
enough.
and Luke Shaw is there, but he's ignoring it.
No, honestly, man. I look at Rashford and say you got to leave club, or if you sat me,
Where does he go though?
Arsenal, bro. Arsenal or Tottenham. 100%. 100%. Arsenal or Tottenham.
Imagine you went abroad. That would be brave.
I don't know about Arsenal, but if you went Tottenham, that'd be a good move.
Bro, you're telling me this guy's a baller. What will stop him from being a baller at Arsenal? Like what's the bad thing about Arsenal signing Rashford?
Do you know what it is?
And it's for a price that you want it.
Bro, I don't know. Like Rashford's a bit of an instinctive player, if you ask me. Like,
Is he better than what you have right now?
in terms of?
Wingers.
He's better. Than
I'm not
Pepe.
taking him over Saka.
I don't think he's better than Pepe, man.
I'm not taking him over Saka,
Wait,
and I'm
do you
not
think Pepe's
taking
better
him
than Rashford?
over Martinelli.
Yeah, I
right
think
now.
Pepe's a baller.
No.
If you want to talk about tricky wingers, I think Pepe is that. I don't think he's shown it in the Premier League.
He definitely is.
I don't think he's shown it in the
You
Premier
mad?
League yet, but I think he's a
You
better player.
mad?
But Rashford's better than him, just based off.
Better than
previous.
who?
Pepe.
Pepe.
Come on. Hey, hold on. Rashford, this guy.
No, you know what it is. Alright, if we're going on what we've seen in the Premier League,
It's hard to think
I can't argue.
because
I
we
can't
ain't
argue.
like, you know what I mean. But Pepe's got some mad talent.
Pepe's got
bro.
more natural talent, but Rashford's a
his
better player. Fuck it.
natural ability is
Thank you.
madness, bro.
No, I can't. I had to pattern that as that car.
Pepe's
Yeah, he's
washed.
more. He's been more effective.
Oh, I wouldn't say-
shall we say? Innit? He's been more effective.
He is washed, man, but
in
he's
the
good,
league,
man. He's a
innit?
good player, but he's washed though. I can't lie. But he's a good player. Like, there's something in
I
Pepe.
don't know what's going on. Like, I think if you give him with I don't know, get him in a different environment.
And he thrives, innit?
And
I
I
think
feel
maybe
like
he
he
might add a
could
little-
he
I
could
don't
do
know,
a bit
there
better,
might
but
be something there.
He's trying though when he does come off the bench. He does look like he still wants it in an Arsenal shirt, Pepe. He hasn't down tools or anything.
no,
but-
he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
Who else should we get on to? Oh, Sorry, is that time again? Another win?
Man.
What's that? 10 wins in a row? Oh,
That for you boys.
oh, come on, man! You already know what time it is,
boring,
man.
bruv, man.
It is boring, and to be fair, even you were watching that game was
I need some
boring.
drama over there at Anfield, bro.
The highlight was Joe Gomez's second goal involvement in 5 years, which is absolutely incredible.
Big game
stat.
next week, then, isn't it?
Big game next week, bro. We set it up, man. I'm nervous, you know. I'm nervous, but
Oh,
I want to know what Klopp's gonna do.
big game.
He always plays 4-3-3, but the one time that he switched up and he played 4-2-4 or 4-2-3-1, however you want to label it, the way I see it is it's still 4 attackers and 2 midfielders. Was when we went to the Etihad, bro. Fuck it, I can't even say Etihad. When we went to the Etihad, innit, we played 4 attackers and 2 midfielders, and we it was a 1-1, but it was one of the best football games I've ever seen. I hope that we go there with that kind of energy, because who do you leave out for that game out of our front 3 players? Like on the weekend, we left Mane and Diaz on the bench, put Firmino and Jota in. You can't leave Mane out of a Man City game. You can't leave Firmino. You can't leave Diaz. You can't leave. Well, Diaz is the only one you can leave. Diaz is the only one.
You've got, I think, a bit more of an easier fixture than they have this week.
Thank God that Benfica, bro.
Because they've got Atletico, which is obviously never really.
They will do a number on them, you know.
Atletico's
going to do a number.
That's
on
what
them.
I mean. Just because of the styles, you can see it being stylistically being a nightmare for Man City.
On my life, yeah, Atletico would have beat us this season at their ground if they never got a red card when they did. They got a red card just after it went 2-2, and then we got a penalty. They were the better team. They're a good team.
That's what I'm saying. So they could do something. They could do something. But as I say, yeah. So I feel like they've got a harder game than you guys this week. I feel like Jurgen can afford to tinker a little bit more with his team selection.
I want to see him rest everyone, bro. We beat Porto this season, who are first in the league. Benfica are third. We should not have a strong squad out. How do you lot see it though? Like, from the outside looking
Chance
in,
to
yeah.
see that Darwin Núñez as well for us.
Oh, you know about him?
Yeah, man. I want to have a little
Brother,
look
he's got his stats are ridiculous this season.
Yeah, he's looking mad. Like we're
24
meant to be
goals,
looking at him
4
in it
assists.
as well. Like
4 goals in the Champions League as well in 8 starts. It was
he looks
absolutely
alright,
ridiculous.
They're calling him like the next Edison, innit? Cavani or whatever.
Swear
He's Uruguayan
down.
or whatever, innit?
Swear
Like,
down.
yeah. That's what they're calling him.
Now he's been like even
Like,
in
he looks
there,
alright, man.
they were
Good
getting
movement,
peppered.
strong, pretty quick, decent technical.
He's good in the
ability
air as well. He's good in the air as well.
He looks like a decent all-round forward. To
That's
be
who
fair.
you lot are linked to him still. Say nothing, Darwin
So-
Núñez, you know.
I'll take him, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna see him get smoked on Tuesday
That's
though.
the thing, innit? That's why hopefully he gets his little taste of English football and thinks, you know what?
Yeah, loud.
We want to get over there.
No, word. I was like, from the outsider looking in, how would you see that Man City? We don't really do previews on the press conference, but how do you see that one going? Like, who, if he had to put 5 bills on it, a winner, who's your money on? And you actually lose his 5 bills.
Do you know what? I'll say probably just a draw.
Oh, you're sitting on the fence.
I just think if Liverpool, it depends. For me, it revolves around Liverpool's midfield. Unlike the front, the midfield. If it's like Fabinho, I think your strongest midfield is Fabinho, Henderson, and Thiago.
Facts.
But that is quite defensive. But I think it's your strongest. But I feel like if you go in that midfield, that I think those 3 players can withstand. If you're like 1-0, if you're 1-0 up in the 80th minute, those 3 guys can. I think Chamberlain, all these other, they're all crumbling in the midfield. Keita, they're all crumbling.
Crumbles.
The way Man City press and just get after you. If you have those 3 midfielders and if they all play well, I think you'll win.
Kerr, how you see it going, man? Give me some confidence, please, man. But don't lie to me, man.
I see it being a tough game. Obviously, it's at City, isn't it?
If that was at Anfield,
That's what I'm saying. If it's at Anfield, it's
massive.
completely different
It's so
vibe, innit? It's a
different,
completely
bro.
different vibe. But
Massive.
it's at the Etihad, you know. I mean, it's not like it's going to be the most intimidating atmosphere and things like that. But it's going to be a massive game for Liverpool. And for City, obviously. I feel like, obviously, a lot rides on this, innit? For both of your seasons.
bro. Listen,
Because I feel like, you know, if you get the advantage in the game, then obviously I feel like you lot are in the ascendancy to go and finish the season the strongest.
and we got them in the FA Cup as well. That's
But then
why
I also feel like, you know, if they manage to get the result against you,
it's wrong.
then straight away again, then I feel like, again, they're back. I mean, they're in the driving seat at the moment, but then I mean, like, it's definitely the momentum stays with Man City if they manage to get a victory. So it's gonna be a tight game, but I think you lot have been playing the better football, I feel like, over
I feel like there's a butt coming.
the recent months. But I just feel like when it comes to this time of the season as well,
Oh God,
I just feel like
hear this. I don't want to hear it.
Pep just like the team
enjoying it
are
as
gonna
well.
just start to respond, man. And Pep knows what he's doing at this point in the season. And I just feel like, not that Klopp don't, but I just feel like where they've already got the advantage, I feel like they've got enough to just see it home.
Bro, I hope you're wrong,
And
man.
I reckon they'll just nick it. Just because I feel like you lot really need the win. And I feel like just because of that, you're gonna go for it that little bit more.
Yeah.
And I feel like that might open up the door that little bit more at the back for you guys. And if any team in the league have got the quality to,
Facts, still I can't even argue.
do you know
with
what I
that.
mean?
can't
Take
even argue with
advantage of
still.
that. It is City. So that's why I just think they'll nick it. But it's going to be a close game.
Let me ask you, because this is actually an interesting question. Being a Liverpool fan, from rivals fan point of view, what is our best front three right now?
Yours.
Yeah,
Mane.
because I don't even know what it is right now. So if I'm asking you, because I wouldn't have included Firmino 2 weeks ago, but I'm just. Bruv, he looks like the Firmino that I fell in love. I used to love this guy 2-3 years ago, and he's starting to look back like that guy. But yeah, no, I'm just asking. What would you guys? If you guys
Currently,
Klopp.
for me, currently, it's got to be Salah, Mane, Jota.
Yeah, I agree.
no room for Firmino or Diaz.
For me, like, that's got to start. And then you've got your Firmino and
Diaz.
Diaz to come on and change the game or affect the game in whatever way, you know, it may call for as
fair
the
enough.
game progresses. Because for me, Salah, you've got to start him. Talisman, he's always a threat. He's always going to be a threat. He's probably your biggest threat. Jota, at the moment, that guy, you can never, like, you just see him scoring, innit? Like, if he gets an opportunity,
That header was mental.
he's scoring at the minute,
a
and he's
proper
he's
striker, that
and he's
guy.
and he's
Proper, bro, proper.
and he's got the knack of
scoring
getting
man.
himself in the right positions at the right time. Like, when I look at Jota, I think I was having this conversation with someone the other day. It's not necessarily that you see, you know, like that he's got anything, any one attribute that's outstanding.
Yeah, he's not
you know, like he's not super
incredibly
rapid.
pacey. Yeah.
He's not. Do you know what I
Don't
mean?
got the
Like,
craziest dribbling. He's got
he's
a
not
bit of everything,
and
though.
that's the thing. But he's got a good standard of all of those
Yeah,
things. Yeah,
that's what
but the
makes
one
him
thing that
elite.
he has got is his game intelligence
And a left foot as well.
to get himself into positions and whatever, and what. Yeah, but for me, Jota needs to start because, as I say, he's a goal threat at the moment. He's gonna pop up. I do feel like you're a little bit more fluid in the way you play when Firmino starts.
Facts.
But I feel like you're a little bit more potent.
With
Like,
Jota.
you know, like when you're in the more rigid games where you're only going to get the 1 or 2 chances, not where you're just going to pepper the team and have them camped in
Do
their
you know
half.
what it is? Firmino
That's where
drops
I
deep
feel
and so
like
does
Jota's
Jota.
gonna
But
be the
Jota
guy.
actually runs in behind and gets the ball.
Yeah.
Firmino will point like, bruv, it's a standard run, but Jota pointing for the ball. Because he's Jota, he gets it. Firmino points for the ball in turn, he just won't get it. Like, they'll just recycle it and look for another avenue. And it's not anything mad. It's just some players just warrant that authority. Whenever they call for a ball, they just get it. And obviously, like you said, but he's one thing about this, he's fucking clinical. Like, he is the most clinical player in our Liverpool squad by a country. Way more clinical than Salah, way more clinical than Mane. Sometimes these guys need 2 or 3 chances to score. Jota,
Yeah.
one chance he will score. Left foot, right foot,
Salah
header.
and Mane, both high volume players. Like because of the system, they get a high volume of shots, and because of their ability, they can put themselves in there. But Jota, the way he's working off scraps, these centre halves.
Yeah, his XG must be crazy.
They must be crazy
Goal.
still.
Yeah,
His
I haven't
heading as
looked
well.
at it, but his actual XG must be crazy.
His
because-
heading, like, he's so good at
It's, bro, you know, he scored the same
Conversion
amount of
rate
headed
must be
goals
mad.
for Liverpool as Christian Benteke.
mad.
Like, that's Benteke, bro. That what kind of stat is that?
Couple of them
What
against
teams we
us.
missed out? Oh yeah, let's quickly touch on Tottenham 5, Newcastle. Eddie Howe, why are you doing this to me, bruv? All the managers I bigged up on this podcast, yeah. 2-3 weeks later, you lot are making me look like I don't know ball, bruv. Cause I bigged up you, Eddie. Come on, man. Like,
Just when I
that-
want him to do man a favour as well, you know.
That was poor though, and his first game, St. Maximin started in a while. I think.
When I looked at their lineup, I thought, oh, hang on.
Do you know what I mean?
Like Newcastle, the only
But
thing
no,
I
but they
did
got
think
injuries
of
though still.
was when I looked and I saw Guimaraes sitting on the bench, and I'm like, yo, what? Like, he's bench warming for Shelby and
Yeah,
them, man.
yeah,
There,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? You're gonna spend that big money, but other than that, they started well, Newcastle, I thought.
They did. They really did.
They looked really well organised and everything. Yeah, like they looked like they had a game plan. Like you said, the simple fact they had St. Maximin and that as well. I thought they've always got a little goal threat. You know what I mean? In them. And yeah, I was just. Then they went and scored as well. I nicked the goal. I thought fantastic. Really wanted to see him hold that out before half time, going into half time. But obviously it wasn't to be. Tottenham scored a decent goal, to be fair. Son whipped it in, and was it Davis? Got the flick on or whatever for the first goal. It was a decent goal. Got him back in the game. Then second half, Kane just kind of ran the show.
I was just about to say that.
He just
when
ran
he
the
does
show.
that,
as an Arsenal fan,
would you take him at
I
Arsenal?
don't like Harry Kane one little bit.
Would you take him at Arsenal? Cause he is an
does
Arsenal
his thing,
fan
innit?
first.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
he was an Arsenal fan, isn't it?
70 million in the summer. Would you do it?
I mean, obviously, anyone. I don't think there's a team in the league that wouldn't take him. Innit?
Oh, right. I thought you were gonna be like, nah.
I mean, me personally, like, I'm not. Listen, it's not my money, innit?
No, but I'm saying if you're Arsenal's owner and you got the chance
like
to
if
in the
he's
summer,
there and he's gonna come or whatever, why not take him, bro? Like we need
fairs.
a striker, bro.
Yeah, fairs,
like,
fairs.
and to be fair, the system that we play in
Would
terms
suit
of
him so well.
you know what I mean, of a
Would
link
suit him
player.
so well.
Bruv, imagine him instead of Lacazette.
I know,
Oh my days, bruv. Straight away we're bagging.
Because
But
you don't
anyway,
need to do. You don't need to change anything. You just flip it. I know.
Yeah, because that's not happening.
No, I love fantasy football.
That's
though.
not happening, innit? Yeah, like this ain't dream team. This ain't, you know what I mean? This ain't fantasy league. Okay, Harry Kane can stay where he is. Hopefully he leaves in the summer.
Do you think he will quickly? Yes or no? With or without
I don't
Champions
think
League?
he will now, but
Yeah, I think he's locked in there for life.
No, but he can't sign a new deal. I think just stay there, run down your contract, and go wherever
yeah,
wants you.
that's the
what
only
you should
option
do.
he's got now.
Especially if Barca signed Lewandowski this summer, you run down your contract 2 years. Whenever Lewandowski's deal runs out, you go to Barca. They'll take you, and do you know what I mean? Then you win your trophies there.
Because obviously Haaland, it looks like it's wrapped up to City.
I don't think that's happening, man.
You don't.
No, I don't. I just can't see him
If
in the
that
Premier
does
League.
happen,
Do
though,
you know what it is? The
that's-
best players never come to the Premier League when they're the best player. Do you know?
Yeah.
Like it's weird.
I hear what you're saying. But where else you see him going?
Either Dortmund another year, or I don't know where
I don't
he
see
goes.
him going with Mbappe to Madrid.
No, they ain't got the money for both of them.
Barca? Why not Barca?
I don't understand with Barca because they got Aubameyang now, but they still want Lewandowski on a free in the summer, which is weird.
Because they're still trying to like get big players, but
I know, but Aubameyang's good
without
enough.
paying the big money for them.
If I'm Aubameyang, I'm so violated right now, bro. Like, what more do you want from me?
Well, yeah, but they gotta have depth in it, bro. Come on, you gotta think of it. But they've been playing with man like Braithwaite and then man they're up front all season.
I know, but then Aubameyang
And De
goes
Jong
from
and then man, like, come on, bro.
I know, but then Aubameyang
Come on,
goes
they need a
straight
couple
to-
players in it. Do you know what I mean? They're not gonna get rid of
And
Aubameyang
obviously it's
if
Barca,
Levon comes in.
don't
But
do the whole young thing that Barca is like.
We win now every
they
night.
will
Yeah.
always attract for like another 100 years. These top boys, all number 9. Even if they're 30 years old, they will come, and Barca will take that. That's what they used to do. It's not they can't have a whole team of Pedris, and they can't do that. They need Aubameyang. Oh, actually, I don't want to put Aubameyang in the same sense as Lewandowski, but they can't have these. They can't have all youngsters running the whole show. Like they need and they will attract that as well. They will have the pull, regardless of what gaffer they have.
No, they always got the pool still. It's just kind of annoying that they still always have the pool. I'm hoping that United's pool runs out soon because they still got the pool as well still.
they're just a big club in it.
Just
But it is.
Mad.
no. Any more results that we ain't touched on? Maybe now the big teams. We
West
done
Ham.
ask. You do West Ham play again?
Everton.
Oh yeah, no, we touched on
we
them.
did touch on
Preston's
that.
free kick, yeah.
Beautiful. They didn't even mention that. Beautiful. He's one player though. I always thought
Don't say England squads.
I was gonna, but when he was younger, more say. But even now, I'm surprised he never really got that. Do you know what it is? I always thought he could whip the ball better than he could. Like his crossing ain't as good as you think it is. He's one of them players. Like you think Aaron Cresswell, you think whipping balls. No, he's not really that guy.
I don't know. He has been that for them though over the last season or so.
No, but not as much as I thought he was. Like I thought what this guy.
I don't know. I
raps in
think
3-4.
they miss him, man. Whenever he's not playing, they miss him because then they have to play that Masuaku. And
But you know what it is? I think because I've
You
seen
really
more.
notice. You really notice the difference when he don't play.
But then I also noticed the difference between him and a proper top class left back because I've seen so many. Like I think.
Yeah, but obviously, if you're comparing him to like a Robertson or someone, then obviously
But then-
there's levels to the thing.
No, but you know what? Before Robertson's only been in the Premier League performing for like 3-4 years. Cresswell's been doing it for a while, so before for me,
Not
he was
on that level though.
No, but he was always the standard for me. Like when I used to watch Match of the Day, bro, I always
held Cresswell to the standard.
No, I held Cresswell to. Every time I saw him, I always thought of you. Yeah, you're Aaron Cresswell. You're the guy that gets to the byline and whips balls in all the time, innit? Not as much. Now I look at him and I just think, yeah, you're that guy, but not as much as I used to think he was, innit? I used to think every opportunity he got, he drove at people and whipped the ball in. He's not that, innit? That's not really a problem. I just thought he did it a bit more than he does.
He's got a good delivery on him.
I don't think it's not as good as I thought he was.
He's just not the player I think that you thought he was.
Fair enough. I'll take that.
He's just a bit of a different player than what you.
No, not a different. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I just thought he was more of a baller, bro. Like,
you might have rated him a little bit more, a bit like Fat Frank. You got a habit of doing this.
Stop this, man. No, you got me there. No, you got me there.
Making is a habit, bro.
No, because the thing with Frank Lampard, is, bruv, he's a good manager. Man, I say it all the time, bro. If you are a manager that comes in this game and you tell people this is how I'm going to play football, and no matter how it goes, you continue playing your football. I'm a firm believer of sooner rather than later things will turn out in your way, innit?
No, but that can be stubborn, bruv, because bruv.
Look at Arteta though. He was playing his way.
Yeah, but Arteta's also learnt from some things. He don't just stick to it
you still play
aimlessly.
You still play the same way as the beginning of the season. The only thing I've seen, the only thing you're gonna say is the fucking.
It was Tierney and Inshallah, bro, for like the last 2 seasons, bro.
The only thing you can say from now since the start of the season is the fucking.
That's all it was, bro. We don't play like that no more.
Partey's gonna sit deeper. Saka's gonna go more forward. That's the only thing I've seen change. From a tactical point of view,
Bruv, we play completely different now. The patterns of play around the pitch now, and the partnerships and the triangles that we actually make are completely different.
Do you not remember when the start of the season? I was always saying, bro, Arsenal are still playing Arteta ball. Like it still looks like Arsene Wenger ball. It's just not coming off. You don't have never.
No, there were still some games where
there were
still some games where we were able to still play some okay football, but it wasn't on a consistent basis, and it wasn't in for long enough spells during games.
But that I'll agree with.
Now, over the time, obviously, it's adapted. Yeah, the pattern of plays changed. Okay, and now we're not just relying on going down one side. Yeah, we don't. We actually use both sides of the pitch now. Like our
Cedric's been all right.
Yeah, he's been okay, but not even so much him. I just mean like more like our link up with like you got your Odegaard and Saka and that. The link up between them on the right hand side has been crazy. Like that's really coming to fruition. Obviously, we've pushed Xhaka up a lot more on the left hand side now as well. He's connecting obviously a lot more with Martinelli and then Tierney as well on the left hand side. So you're seeing the partnerships rather than, and that's why you're seeing Tierney as well stay a lot more in his position, should we say, rather than being right
that
up.
guy,
like at the top of the pitch all the time and being caught out.
Just shows that he was never Robertson levels to do the best of both worlds.
No, he can do the best of both worlds. He's just not being asked to be our main outlet now. Whereas before, for a whole season, all he was doing was he was our only outlet.
No, fair enough.
For all our whole last season, that was the only outlet. Kieran Tierney, and hope he can whip a ball in. Like we had anyone in the area that was going to convert anything. So
no, fair, but before we got to this debate, we was talking about Newcastle. Before we wrap up the show, what do you guys? Because oh god, I don't want to pronounce his name wrong here. So one of their legends, he was talking on Sky Sports yesterday, innit? He was part of the Newcastle side, the entertainers. Obviously, they always played free flowing football. He was just saying how their manager at the time, all he did was he told this person, look, you're good at attacking, you attack. You're good at defending, you defend. He's saying Newcastle need a complete new style of play. He likes what Eddie Howe's doing. He likes where they're trying to play. They just haven't got the quality of players. What kind of players and what positions do you think are ultimately needed first for Newcastle in the summer? So for me personally, I think they need a striker. I don't think Callum Wilson and Chris Wood are at the level to propel them to top 10. Like let's say top 10 in the Premier League. I don't think either of them are that level.
What, for Newcastle?
Yeah. Like for next season, like, but what do you think that they need to?
Callum Wilson can score goals, but he can't stay fit.
That's what I'm saying. So for that level, for a top 10 finish.
That's the thing. But yeah, they might need to get someone else in.
I think they need a striker. I think their goalkeepers are right.
Another centre back.
Yeah, definitely need another centre back alongside Dan Burn. Jamal Lascelles is not good enough, but I used to think he was.
But they need quite a few players, to be fair. Like,
I think one centre back, one left back. Who's their left back again? It was Jamal Lewis, but he don't play no more. It's
who did they play there yesterday?
Alright, they need a centre back, left back. What else would you say that they need?
Where's that Manquillo play?
He's right back, but he got ousted by Trips.
Oh yeah, but He was poor yesterday for a couple of Spurs' goals as well.
His highlight this season was that goal at Old Trafford when Ronaldo made his debut.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was a good goal as well.
It was a good goal, bro. That's why I thought, what? Ronaldo's party getting dampened. But what we saying? What else do you lot think Newcastle? Because I think next 2-3 years, but we're going to talk about them as a big six team because ultimately they got the money. So it's not when, it's just a matter of.
They're going to go on a splurge, innit? Like, I feel like at the moment there's too much work for them to do to turn around and say that they're going to do this, that, like, or what they need.
I don't think there's that much work.
No, 100%, bro. Like, you think about it, yeah? Like, when Chelsea come into money, yeah? Like, they threw money at it, yeah, or whatever, but it still took a couple of seasons, innit, before the juggernaut started to really. And it was the same with Man City. They were buying a lot of like Arsenal, Deadwood.
But we're talking about top 10 finish. What do you think?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I feel like them teams there that I just mentioned, yeah, started from if anything, potentially a bit of a stronger place than Newcastle.
Not City.
Maybe not
Chelsea,
but maybe in the league though.
Where was City in the league when they take over? I don't know. Like, honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. But again, that took a while. Like, they went through their phases, didn't it? Mark Hughes, and then obviously all the other Mancini, the this, the that.
I think they're onto a gold one.
It's a process, isn't it?
How? I think Eddie Howe is a good enough manager that if you get the right recruitment behind them, they could have an amazing season. They could do well,
but what I'm saying is it's going to be a process. Like with any of the teams that we've seen, because it becomes a bit of trial and error, bro. And they're going to throw money at it and whatnot. Is that your guy? But there's going to be stages to the evolution, innit? And I feel like it's going to take, like you said, it will take a few seasons before we're talking about them in that light, if you ask me.
All right, before we wrap up the show, Arsenal they're doing the same thing that Chelsea did yesterday, trying to copy Manchester City and Liverpool in terms of playing a 4-3-3.
We've been playing 4-3-3 for the last how long?
I thought you was playing 4-2-3-1 with Odegaard in the middle of.
No, bro, we've been playing 4-3-3 for at least. Bruv, since we've been playing our best football. This is what I've been trying to say to you. Partey's been playing in the base, and then we've been playing Xhaka and Odegaard either side, like in front of him, just in front of him.
This whole time I thought it was a 4-2-3-1 with
Partey is the lone six.
So I thought it was
He's the lone six.
Oh,
and then you've got Xhaka and Odegaard are playing as 8, but just in front of him.
Have you not seen the video of Partey with his lookalike in Ghana?
Oh yeah, that was
my god,
that was a madness.
It's the haircut and the way they use are smiling.
The game is about to kick off, my brother. Yeah,
come on, Palace.
We have to call this podcast to an end. My team needs to go and do their thing. We need to collect 3 points tonight, and hopefully next week I'm smiling.
I was just waiting for you to tell the people to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So I
could be like, you
can host it. You can host it. I was waiting for the stars to be like, next week you're hosting it, man. I know, man.
When you're ready.
No, you know what to do already, man. This has probably been our most, I would say, just free-flowing podcast so far. So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and slap a comment in below. And let us know in the comments anything you want us to debate next week moving forward. And Liverpool quadruple still on. Peace out.